first thing we're going to do is see the person on the bottom playing a ukulele on top of the world. Who is that? That's you. Absolutely. And you brought a ukulele, one of your collection of how many do you have?
Six.
Six.
Six for now.
Six for now?
Seventh is at my mom and dad's place. Getting tuned up.
Getting tuned up, okay. So what I want to ask you is, this is about celebrating you. So what are your favorite things about you?
Reading.
You like that you're a really good reader?
Yep.
Okay.
And I have full of generosity.
Yeah. We did a plan for Tammy about 15 years ago, and I already knew before I walked in what she was going to want. Even though she hadn't told me this stuff, I felt like I knew her really, really, really well. I was very arrogant. So, super shy. So her first thing is, well, I want to be a public speaker. And I'm like, what? You want to be a public speaker? Wait a minute. All of us change all the time. So we all see things that we want to do and we go do them. We need to keep offering opportunities for people to grow and to see new things and to not just assume that they always want tapioca pudding on Tuesday. So give me one more word about you, and then we're going to ask your friends and family to chime in, because I bet they have tons.
Silly.
Yes. Yes.
And a how about goofball?
Goofball, yes.
Do you want both of those words, silly and goofball, up there?
Yep.
Yeah. It's really hard to just sit down and start talking about your dreams. Most people like to talk about themselves.
Once we got going, I felt super terrific.
It's not a huge part of the Liberty Plan, but it might be the most powerful part because it really gets the person talking. Look at all those words about you. Builder, bowler, upcycler, creative, compassionate, goofball, fun, silly, unique, smart, hard worker, adventurous, precious, a gift, superstar. How does that make you feel?
Terrific.
Thumbs up, terrific.
Yeah, Tammy is a person that likes to have routines, and so what we're trying to accomplish, and what I'm seeing here, is that we're trying to break some of the routines to try new things. This is why we do this.
It's especially important in the context of the service system because without intentional planning, people can get sucked into this vortex of the way we always have done things. So our intention with person-centered planning here is just to help create better conditions for people to live more closely to their authentic self.
Which one of those four sections, friends, sweat-tacular, fun, or work? Which one do you want to tackle first?
For friends.
After the celebrate part, we go into the part where we recognize what they've done in the past. So first, what we want to do before we jump up to what you want to do in the future, we want to look at this part right here is going to discuss things that you've already accomplished around friends. Can you think of what you've done between your last Liberty Plan and today around friendship?
The wedding cruise.
The wedding cruise. Do you want to put that up there?
Okay.
Yeah? Okay.
I think in her gown.
Looked beautiful, didn't she?
And Vlad was super handsome.
Yes, he was. Vlad was really handsome. Then we go into the planning part where we ask people questions about what they actually want in the future.
Something I've always wanted to have.
You've always wanted a banana seat bike?
A dream plan.
It's a dream plan? We never tell them they can't do it. Should we write that down, that you want a bike? But research that. What's it going to take?
Keep it at our place when you come over and ride on Sundays.
But if it's flat.
Over by your mom and dad's place. Very flat.
Right now I'm just walking around, right?
Yeah. But you could ride.
The Liberty Plan is something Beth and I co-created back in 2011-ish.
And now it's kind of used a lot of places. So it's in the regulation for self-determination here in California. It's actually written into law in Kentucky. We train it to people all the time. So it's not only for LifeWorks, it's for everybody.
We identified when it comes to vision that there were these themes that emerged. And you said that well-being really is a core piece. What we want to do now is we want to unpack those. So we've got it as well-being, but what does that really mean?
Every so often, we have a plan done for the agency to see what the future might be. We were able to put together a plan of 6 different categories that we wanted to focus on in the future.
The reason why we went with connection first is that we said that in order for us to make all of these happen, there needed to be a connection with the foundation of LifeWorks.
It was a wonderful project because it really got us all together on the same page, had everybody's voice in the room, everybody pitched in and talked about what they wanted to do.
Person-centered planning is a value system. It's something we believe in. It's in the lifeblood of the organization. So if we're walking the talk, then this is for everybody.
If you want more projects at LifeWorks, what do you need to do?
Talk to who? So Sally. Yeah.
So let's put a bullet point that the next time you come to work, you're going to talk to your boss about having more projects. In the middle, we put an engage section that's the action plan, and we just talk about, like, what do you need to do to make sure that this happens? And then more tasks at Barnes & Noble, how's that going to happen?
Talk to Jesse.
Talk to Jesse.
The idea of having a room of like 15 people watching her go through that process 10 years ago would have been like, there's no way.
Tammy at that time was very, very shy, really quiet, would really only talk to people that she knew really well. She didn't really open up.
We've seen a great change in her, and a great, the greatest amount of potential is coming out of Tammy. And I still believe, through the encouragement at LifeWorks, that there's even more on the horizon for Tammy. So things like doing the Light Liberty Plan is just a kind of way to focus on what Tammy has done, what she is doing, and what she will be doing going forward in terms of goals and objectives for her.
What do you want to say to these people that came and supported you today?
I just want to say, I just want to say thanks for everything.
There you go. Thanks for coming.
Happy to be here, Tammy.
Thank you, Tammy, for being you. Anytime.
Anytime.
Say it.
Tamara Cohen interviewed Take 12. I want my whole name.